Well, for more than a decade, our next guest has been working to rebuild the nation of Israel through a nonprofit organization called Vision for Israel. He's a terrific guy. Please welcome to the 700 Club, Barry Segal. Barry, welcome.
Shalom, thank you.
Shalom. What's the deal in Israel? You don't think of Israelis as being poor. They're supposed to be rich. They're Jews. They're great money people. Are they poor people in Israel?
Well, yes, unfortunately, there are many poor people in Israel. I think like many other countries that are developed, the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. Yeah. But years and decades of terror, of war, have also created a situation that our budgets are so high for the military and so depleted for the general population that today the statistics are 1 out of every 3 children in Israel is living under the poverty line, and overall 1 out of 4 Israelis, Jewish or Arab alike, are living in poverty.
You know, 1 out of every 4?
Yes.
Now, that's something that doesn't get it. The Israeli government doesn't like that statistic to be talked about.
No, and of course we're a country that wants to sell the best side of us for tourism, which is booming and allowing for jobs, and of course, as we saw, the housing boom and all that. But that's the other side of it, and I think, you know, the words of Jesus, who we call in Hebrew Yeshua, the poor will be with you always. We have an increasing amount and number of poor to take care of in many varied ways.
You know, the military budget is, you know, just draining the resources of that country because they have to stay on the alert all the time. Do you see any hope for any peace with the Arabs?
Well, honestly, I think we're fighting against a jihadist ideology that in its core beliefs, with groups such as Hamas and Hezbollah and other groups, Islamic Jihad, they're all committed to the destruction of Israel. So how do you have a final peace accord or settlement when these groups, in fact, are infiltrating within the Palestinian population, seeking to overthrow them? And they've committed themselves to war. And this is one of the difficult things, you know. In the Psalms, it says, when I speak peace, they are for war. And so even during the war in Gaza, I mean, we were busy running van loads of aid down to Sderot that was getting bombarded with Qassam rockets and missiles and mortars, and Ashkelon and Beersheba even. The rockets technology is now extending their reach much farther, and it's affecting the population.
How many people are you helping? And are they Arabs, Jews, Christians?
Well, we help pretty much according to the demographics in Israel, which is predominantly 80% Jewish, 19% Arab. That's probably the way our distribution and giving is. We don't differentiate between Jews and Arabs. God is a big God. He can provide for all. And I think, you know, the character of Jesus in our lives need to show a reflection of God's love. So if there's a bona fide need, we want to help and we want to give and we want to distribute as much as we can. So far, we've helped about 350,000 individual Israelis and sent 147,000 school children back to school with a brand new school pack and supplies.
You getting response from Israel for donations, or you come from the States, or who's helping you?
I'd say just the average ma and pa that's watching today, and people out there globally just sending anywhere, you know, from a small to a larger donation. That's really how we've been able to manage.
Do the Arabs receive this? I mean, when they come in, are they friendly? Are they just hostile? Or how does it work?
Well, it's quite amazing. I would say 50% of the recipients of our aid will ask the question naturally from themselves, who's giving you the aid? Who's helping you? And we always tell them that Christians who love Israel and want to bless Israel are providing the aid. And believe it or not, many Israelis, Jews and Arabs alike, because don't forget, we have many Arab citizens as well, they get tears in their eyes. They're just touched. Why would people do this? You know, they live over in America. They have enough of their own problems.
Barry, how can people help you? What's the name of your organization, and how do they get in touch with you?
Well, it's called Vision for Israel, and they can connect to our website, visionforisrael.com, or go to the CBN website and connect with the link. And our humanitarian aid organization wing is called the Joseph Storehouse, named after Joseph of the Bible.
Sure. Well, you're doing a tremendous work. We've been thrilled at CBN to help these terrific things. But Vision for Israel, you can get it on the website, and that's a good organization. So, Barry, thank you so much for being here.
And it's so good to see you, and thank you so much years ago for joining us for one of our events.
Well, it's a joy for me.